Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We are in the middle of the week and 3 days in to our 30-day March 2020 Be Blessed Series Health Challenge. I'm definitely going to have to come up with a shorter name for that because that was extremely lengthy. But nevertheless, we are 3 days into our 30-day challenge for the month. Remember, March is all about health. So we're talking about spiritual health, emotional health, mental health, and physical health. So every single day, starting on Monday to the end of the month, we should be doing something that not tests us in that area, but helps us exercise that area so that we can become more healthy in that area. So remember, for spiritual health, we talked about praying or reading the Bible. For mental and emotional health, we talked about journaling and also doing our verbal affirmations. I used to be blank, but now I am blank. And then physical health, of course, working out, getting fit. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm sorry because I said on Monday that I was going to post content every day, but in 2020, I'm not used to posting things every day, which is strange because last year I literally post something every day. So I did not post something yesterday, but moving forward, I will remember to post something every day just to remind everyone of the 30-day challenge and just to kind of keep us encouraged, because especially things when you're doing things healthy that's different from what you're normally doing, like you need people around you to help push you and help encourage you. So I apologize for that, but moving forward, I will get it together. Let's get right into today's video. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. Remember, this week we are talking about our spiritual health. Okay, so today we are going to do a spiritual checkup. If you were to go to the doctor today, a doctor that specializes in spiritual health, if you were to go to the doctor today and they did an assessment or physical on your spiritual health, truly ask yourself, and this is the question that we want to ask ourselves today and tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll talk about something different, which I'll announce a little bit later. But what would our results be? Okay, would we be spiritually ill? Would we be coming down with a cold in our spiritual section of our lives? Like, what would our spiritual assessment be? Honestly, it would probably show that we are neglecting our spiritual health, that we are not paying attention to it, and there are some deficiencies, myself included. There are some deficiencies. We may be low in a certain area of our spiritual health that we need, like some people that are always cold, have iron deficiency or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, it will probably show that we are neglecting our spiritual health. So today I want to talk about, in our spiritual checkup, I want to talk about what exactly spiritual health is, and then how like what are the signs and the symptoms of someone who needs to work more on their spiritual health. So what exactly is spiritual health? So honestly, in short, it's taking care of our spirit, taking care of our internal being, our internal self. A lot of times we do stuff to take care of the physical, of our physical selves, which is not bad at all. So that's working out, that's eating good, which eating good is internal and external, but it's still a physical portion of ourselves. So if you want to take care of your liver, like I could literally, if I went to the doctor and had surgery, they would be able to pull out a physical liver. When I'm talking about my spirit, you can't pull out a physical spirit. Like it's our internal being. So how do you know if your spirit is sick? How do you know if your spirit is ill? Couple things. You got to look at how you react to certain people or certain situations. If you are someone who is characterized by like you're easily angered, you're easily upset, you're easily saddened, like you're always sad about something, then you may be spiritually sick. The reason for that being is, granted, we are going to, as humans, we're going to experience an array of emotions at different periods of times. Sometimes you may be sad, sometimes you may be happy, sometimes you may fall somewhere in between, but no one should characterize us as being easily angered. So I'm gonna pick on my people that have road rage for a little bit. If you have road rage, you are someone that is easily angered. Why? Because things happen on the street all the time, but there's no need for you to cuss out the person that can't even hear you in the next car over. I don't do that. I don't have road rage, but I get upset by drivers a lot. But why would I, be yelling inside the car like, oh, da, da, da. Like, I don't want to be characterized as someone by someone that has any type of rage, because for what reason? Or someone that's always sad about something, like the smallest things always put them sad. Like I know someone at my job who, I don't know, it seems that she experiences a lot of death around her. And she gets sad a lot, like things not easily sadden her, but a lot of things go on. Like when Kobe Bryant died, that was, of course, like I was sad by that, but she was very like, oh, I'm about to cry, like something's wrong. Like that may be a sign that you need to work on your spirit. Why? Because things like that, or certain things, really anything, should not be easy to penetrate your spirit, that it's affecting your emotions and affecting how you react to people or certain situations, so much so that now you're described by that. Okay, if that makes sense. Like I should still remain at peace, which we talked about stillness and peace last month. I should still remain at peace even though my emotions even though I may be crying, I am still at peace. Another example, my grandfather, he died last year, and I was extremely close. This is my dad's dad. I was extremely close to my grandfather, but in the past few years, he had gotten very sick. So when he passed away, it was almost kind of surprising, but we knew that it was coming to, like, he had a lot of close calls. At the beginning of 2019, he had a lot of close calls. And then so when he died, it was like, oh, like we didn't expect it, but we kind of expected it. So that was a very sad moment for my family, because for my father's side of the family, we hadn't experienced a close death like that, actually at all. Honestly, that hit so close to home. Like I've had cousins and like uncles and stuff, but like not like distant cousins and distant uncles. So when he died, like it really affected my family. Like we were extremely sad. However, we did not allow it to affect our spirit, meaning that we weren't walking around for days on end or weeks on end in just a sad and depressed state. We were at peace with everything, even though we were sad. I'm not gonna lie, I was sad. Sometimes I still get sad about it, but I didn't allow it to affect my spirit in the fact that you can't tell that I am deeply saddened by a loss. And let me put this disclaimer out there, because that's not to talk about anyone who is grieving over someone, but in grief, I feel like there is a fine line between grieving over someone and then allowing it to affect you and pull you into a depressed state. Like you don't want to get to that depressed state, because then you're being characterized by that emotion, and we should be characterized by good emotions. So peace and joy. So that honestly is, and I know that was like a really long description on how to do a spiritual checkup, but you have to look at seriously how you react to certain things or how you react to certain people. And if you are easy to be angered or easy to be saddened, or your emotions just go up and down, very quickly. Like we're going to talk about that a little bit with our emotional health, but that also in part deals with our spiritual health too, excuse me. So we need to find our peace and allow our spirit to rest in the peace that we have found. Okay. And that, my friends, is where the treatment comes in. So on Friday, we will talk about what our treatment is and how to get over or how to get back to a healthy spirit. Because moving forward, we don't want to have any illnesses, okay? Including our spirit. All right. So that is our focus for today, is making sure that we understand what our spiritual health is and what are some things that are making us spiritually ill. Okay, so think about that for the next couple days. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday, a fabulous Thursday, and I will talk to you guys again on Friday. Bye.